I advance it, and I was like, yeah, dude, if you got the power to, go ahead. I think I'm the only one that can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody's played
Well,
their game and shit. So he was like, all right, well, he's like, I'll talk to Breed. I'll talk to
that
Breed about
that
making you commission. You can do that.
the only bitch
Other
about it with you is you
other
can't
thing,
tell anyone that because you don't have a fucking cell phone with the group being at. Oh, by the way, I messaged you my phone number, my cell phone.
yeah, I
So
saw that. I saw that.
that's my home phone. I don't usually keep it on me when I'm at work, so you can hit me up, but I'm not gonna fucking answer it till I'm home. You know what I
No,
mean?
you're right, right. No, I mean at this point, like, dude, I messaged you earlier because I was trying to get in touch with him because you had this shit set to advance on Wednesday, and I didn't want to push it to then. So
Yeah.
I threw a message to him, and then I waited about 15 minutes or whatever, and then I was like, man, let me message Breed because I know y'all had you had your phone apps that you were talking about and
Ooh.
shit. So I threw that message to you, and then about 30 minutes or so, about 15 minutes after I had messaged you, he started messaging me. He had got online. So it worked out, and that's really my only, is when I need to play other people.
Yeah, well, that's also
Otherwise,
why I
for the most
created the
part,
community
you're
is
the
so you can like hit them up on that
exactly.
as
Well,
best
there's
as.
that, and then there's this messaging on here, and if I think that you had said that y'all don't you have the PlayStation app on your shit?
Yeah, but I think I turned all my notifications off because it got on my nerves for a while.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was
I
like,
hear that. I hear
motherfucker.
that. I hear that. But for the most part, the only time I think it's really just it's a communication issue is when I have to play somebody else.
Yeah.
Just getting in touch with them and making sure within the 3 days, like, we know when we're gonna play. You
Yeah.
know. And I'm
And,
definitely I really
and you can message
I
them
enjoy the
on
days where
here
y'all
and just
turn that
say it.
shit over and we get to play 2 games in a
Yeah.
day. You know what I'm saying? So that's part of the reason why I like to get that commissioner shit. So when I play mine, it seems I'm often the last guy to
Ooh.
play the game. So
Oh,
once
and
I
I'm
play, I can flip
broadcasting if
that
you
shit
want to
and play another
fucking
whatever.
flip it on and see it. So,
You're broadcasting, that
yeah,
you
I'm
said?
broadcasting to my YouTube channel.
Share play or what is it?
Broadcast. I think you can still get my broadcast through the chat room. If not, I forget the other
That's what
way.
I'm looking at. Share play, and it's not on there.
Well, I can. If it doesn't have a spot where it says to
Oh
view my
no, watch
broadcast.
broadcast. Yeah, I gotta click. I just had to click on you. Watch broadcast.
Shit! Oh, that was me. Fuck. Hey, you'll be like 20 seconds behind me, I think. Something stupid like that. So when you're hearing me say shit and whatever right now, you won't see it for 20 seconds.
Oh, dude, I hear your voice in the video and from the chat. So you hear me say shit, whatever, right now. I won't say for 20 seconds.
Oh, fuck!
I hear
That's a
my own
score.
voice. This
That's
is
a
some
score.
fucking horrible echo.
Oh,
Mine
hold
and
on.
yours.
Let me turn it off then. Hold on. I forgot about that. Share play. I know there's a way to do it. Hold on. Right now, I'll turn it completely off for now.
Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
No. Patriot! Here we go now.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Looking to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there and sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence.
Here's pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that. Some big jelly or something like that.
Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up. From the gun, here's Gone. Caught right side, Gresham. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. When they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations, ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on. Oh, my goodness. Did he put up a number? Let's say.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And it's 15-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race now. This is end of the weekend in the NFC. And right now, a lot to like on that screen. They wrapped up the division. Now currently sitting in the coveted number 2 spot. Of course, you love number 1, but if you can't have one, number 2 is pretty good.
I agree with you totally. And here's the other part, too. The really good teams, the really confident teams, they're not as worried about being number 1. 2 is fine because they feel like they can go on the road and win against number 1 if they absolutely have to. The big thing, though, is clinching one of those early buys and able to sit and get a little rest as the playoffs begin.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Go off the ball hard!
Again, it's Johnson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Double tight! Double tight! 3 down, 3 down! All right, here we go. 3-19!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Hurry up, here we go! 3-19! 3-19! Cut, cut, cut!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. 15 yards on the pickup there, and it'll give the Cardinals a first down.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Set! 3-19! No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! Detroit! Detroit! Check me out. Check me out. Gun! Check 3.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Set! No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
Now a handoff. It's Christian Michael. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! Detroit! Here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Not an ideal spot to be on 1st down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
Just like that. Hurry up, hurry up.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Leopard! Switch! Switch!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
Now again, it's Michael looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Detroit!
Kill.
Detroit!
Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
They hand it off now, Johnson. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. They'll look to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Again they run with Gurley. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from the desert after this. In just 2 minutes' time, don't forget we'll get you to Orlando for our halftime report. To bring it to you, who else but Larry Ridley?
Now that man knows his football. Go get him, Larry.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey. 4 down.
Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 20. Out. We go.
Now gone. Coleman has it here right side. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
4 yards remaining now on second down.
86. He's sneaky guy. Watch out for 86. Here we go. 20. Single receiver. Hey.
Here's Goff. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Everyone got 4 down.
Out of the gun, Goff. And open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock the defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Janikowski now for the point after. And it is now 21-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The first update from Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. Jimmy Garoppolo with 1 touchdown pass thus far.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end.
Leopard! Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! Green, 30 nothing now, Barney!
3 down.
Leopard!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going for the deep one. And got his man. Complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum.
start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The final shot before break here. Gone. Man over the middle. It's Woods. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. Happy holidays, Larry. Your gift? Take the halftime show off, partner. We've got some football to get to. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they start the second half with Johnson. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. They'll throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 45 yards. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. He hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection, Ryan to Jones there.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Lucky 56.
Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down.
Now let's go. 3.
The play clock's running down.
Switch gears. Check. Lucky.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Watch tight end.
Gun! All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Green, 39. Over.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And now Bruce Arians with the play clock running low is going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Set. Green, 39. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick I've got this, but he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Here we go. Line 20.
After the interception, here's Goff. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
On first down, it's Gurley. And they're running right through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And this carry now is productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Let's give plenty of credit to the defense. They stumped them on 2nd and short. But if you're the offense, why would you change what you're doing? You've got a whole nother down to pick it up, and maybe even a 4th if you so choose.
Like 54.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure to take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
They only needed a yard, instead went backwards. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Johnson. And that gives him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
We talk about setting a tone or beginning a drive. That run was absolutely textbook. I'm telling you, partner, now they're not just thinking about an easy drive. They're thinking about maybe taking it downfield.
Yeah, started at their 2. Now they've got a heavy amount of breathing room.
Hey, watch the right. Watch the right.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll drop the throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
All right, here we go. Green. No. Check. Patriot.
Undercrush.
Watch it now, Barney.
Check it, Humphrey.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They have, by the way, gone to the 3rd quarter now at Ford Field in Detroit. And the Lions have opened it up, leading now by a couple of touchdowns. Marvin Jones sitting right at 100 yards receiving in that ball game. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at to 26.
Over! Set! Green, 39! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56! No, check, Patriot!
Now back to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at second down. I know he wants to get his team. Back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Man left. Hey, guys.
Here we go now. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
All day, baby, all day.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
They'll look to throw. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending the guy.
Picture me putting my city all over the map.